Good evening. I'm here to drop in with all of you for day 37 of our Panchakarma journey. And today I'm bringing you a fun assignment, something for you to plan as a celebration as you close out this cycle, these 40 days of transformation. I hope you just take a moment to really drink that in. For 40 days, you've shown up and you've committed yourself to this work. We're going to be doing something with that letter we wrote initially at the beginning of our time together, where you just wrote out about where you were at and what you hope to achieve. Don't look at that letter yet, okay? We'll be bringing it in. We'll be bringing it in to close things out, and it's going to be quite illuminating, the exercise we're going to work with for that. So really excited to bring that in. And I don't even remember everything that I wrote. I mean, I remember some parts of it, but it was so long ago. It feels like it was so long ago that I wrote out my own letters starting on this road with all of you, that I'm really looking forward to reading the words and just seeing the difference between where I was at when I first started this process and where I am now. I feel like there's been a major energy shift. And part of that is just like we've entered this new cycle astrologically. And another part of it has been that I've completely revamped the way I'm showing up in my life. And it's been interesting for me. It's been a real restructuring for me because I've actually done a lot more letting go. I've done a lot more relaxing, and the relaxing has been into my own unique flow, not feeling like I have to conform or adapt to like the way you do things, you know, instead of just been respecting like where I'm at, my own unique way of being and moving through the world. Like, you know, you always hear people say to get up early, you know, get an early start to your day, and that's where it's at, you know, to be a morning riser. And this is sort of the template of a successful person. And I'm a night owl, and I've been a night owl since I came into this world. I've been a night owl. You know, I'm up in the small hours. I mean, right now when I'm recording this, I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I'm just now starting to feel like, okay, yeah, you know, I'm going to record this video, and then I'm going to like go and get cozy and maybe, you know, just receive a reading from some of the amazing readers out here on YouTube. And I just want to say I've really been enjoying some of your readings, man. Really appreciate the Big Body High Priestess. Really appreciate Blue Rose Tarot that I just came across. I mean, the reads were just fire. Really appreciate Green Eyes from Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. So many readers I appreciate. Oh, and Through Lynn's Eyes. Oh my gosh. He's just such an amazing reader. He's so phenomenal. And I've always loved Tyler Tarot too. He's just a shoot straight from your hip with lots of lip kind of guy, you know, so I appreciate him. And I love that, you know, he likes to get into the trashy reads too, because I'll be honest, I got that side of me too. I think it's fun. You know, you got to bring some humor into life, you know. But, you know, I'll probably be listening in on some reads and enjoying receiving that myself, and until, you know, it's like almost time for the sun to rise. And then I'll be going to bed. But, you know, I get enough sleep and I sleep in, but my schedule's different. It's flip-flopped. I'm a night owl. I fought being a night owl my whole life. You know, my whole life I fought being a night owl. I tried to put myself on some kind of schedule that just isn't who I am naturally. And I think this is the biggest thing that's come forward for me through this Panchakarma experience, is that I've realized, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to embrace my natural flow, who I am naturally. And, you know, it's been demonstrated that there are people with different circadian rhythms. So just because it works for you doesn't mean it works for everybody else. I have tried and I have tried and I have tried to be an early riser my whole life. It's just not the way I'm hardwired. And I finally come to a place where I'm like, I accept it. I love the nighttime. I love nighttime because everybody else is asleep. And it's a time that I can just do what I want to do, focus on what I want to do. And I also like it because I feel like it's so much more delicious to tap into the energies at night. I feel like there's just so much more that comes through. So much more that comes through in the small hours. So it's just my thing. And I've done that. I've had this like shift with everything, how I approach exercise. That's been really revolutionary for me to approach exercise in the way we've been doing, you know, just showing up on the mat, having that time with my body every day, listening to what my body wants, not making it conform to any set routine. It's been wonderful. And where I was really like working hard before, and I enjoyed it, I really did, and much respect to Chloe Ting, because Chloe Ting really got me back to moving again. And she helped me bust through a lot of blocks. She showed me that I was capable of more than I was giving myself credit for. And I'm so, so, so grateful for the foundation that Chloe Ting gave me. And I will continue to do workouts with Chloe Ting, but I'm done with the challenge aspect because I realized that, you know, I hit a point where despite all the intensity of the way I was working out, like I kind of just like plateaued, and I wasn't going to change anything about what I was doing. I wasn't going to force a fit. I wasn't going to make myself, you know, pick up the exercise more. Now I'm going to start restricting food, because that wouldn't be listening to my body. That would be allowing some kind of outside, you know, authority tell me how I needed to do things to be healthy, rather than listening to my body, sinking into that communication. And instead, I found myself going the opposite way. I found myself resting more. I found myself moving into this creative play, explorative place with exercise, these, you know, daily drop-ins, showing up on the mat. And as a result, I've learned to just really just love exercising. And I've really gotten back to my dance, and it's just lit me up so much. Like the creativity is coming through so strongly. But beyond that, I'm seeing big results. Big results. Like things are changing. I'm not stuck anymore. And it's so wild, this peace that comes through, that as you let go, as you relax more, that's when everything flows more easily. I even did it with my food. You know, there were things that, you know, I've always been, you know, coming from more of the intuitive eating place, especially in recent years, you know, when I got to the other side of the struggles that I had around food and body image. I got beyond that, and I've been very much in contact with my body and eating from an intuitive place for a number of years now. And, you know, I do work as an intuitive eating counselor. So I overcame a lot of challenges, but I always still had a focus on, you know, really adhering to nutrition. And I think a lot of that came in with my Ayurvedic, you know, background, doing this kind of work, being mindful, you know, of what foods are healthy. But taking that even to the next level, and instead of sort of insulting my intelligence and believing I have to dictate what foods are healthy, right? Believing I have to dictate what foods are healthy by some criteria that's established by some expert, I don't know, sitting in a lab somewhere, sitting at a university somewhere, whatever. All I know is they're not here in my body, you know? People always talk about how great wheatgrass is, okay? You know, and I've had so many people, you just got to drink wheatgrass, Shannon. You just got to drink wheatgrass. Well, let me tell you, I drink wheatgrass and it makes me sick. It makes me sick. I'm like burping for hours on end. I got indigestion. It's not a good time. It's not a good experience. And it doesn't do shit for my health. It doesn't make me feel good. And so I've even like, you know, gotten out of that, gotten out of focusing so much on that and just trusting. It's like, is it such a big deal to have a piece of banana bread with some Nutella on it? Hell no, it's not. It's delicious. It's delicious, especially with a nice hot cup of strong black coffee. Oh, you should try it if you haven't. But the more that I'm just kind of like just relaxed in all areas of my life and giving myself an opportunity to just enter my own flow, trust what my body's natural proclivities are, and to allow myself to just flow with it instead of trying to make it something different, I'm finding that I'm coming into even a deeper state of balance, and I'm seeing really big rewards. So I hope that through you going through this process and my encouragement for you to listen to your body and to do what feels right to you and make it your own, I hope that you're having that same experience too. It's really, really beautiful. I kind of just wanted to drop in tonight and just share a little bit, you know, since we're getting close to wrapping up our time together. I don't want to lay on a bunch of stuff, you know. You already kind of got the plan in place. You already have the loose structure, I call it, you know, where you can sort of put your own pieces in to create your experience as you're moving through this. And I love what you've brought in, the things that you all are working on. I think it's really cool. So I have one little assignment that I wanted to bring in, something that you can plan, and that is I want you to take yourself out on a date. Just you. It's not about going out with your friends or anything like that. I want you to take yourself out on a date and like make it official. Get dressed up for it, you know, do whatever you want to do, you know, take yourself to whatever restaurant you want to go to, really spoil yourself. Go get a mani and a pedi, you know, or get a massage, or go soak in, you know, one of those float pods. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go soak in one of those float pods. I've never done it before, but it sounds like heaven. They describe it like floating on a cloud. I could do that. I could go and just float on a cloud for an hour. I'd be so happy. And then I'd go and take myself out for some really good grub and, you know, get dressed up, just have fun. Maybe treat yourself to something nice, buy yourself a little something special, just to, you know, congratulate yourself for doing this work, showing up and doing this work, and extending that acknowledgement and appreciation towards yourself. And plus, it's just fun, and it's a reason for you to just celebrate a little bit, you know, celebrate, have some pleasure, do what you want to do, and experience what that's like to just give yourself a day to focus on yourself and do whatever you want to do and make it special. And hey, maybe your date involves you, you know, sitting at home, making some really yummy food to eat and enjoying a Netflix marathon, you know, maybe that's what you like to do on a date. Maybe you like to Netflix and chill, you know, whatever works for you, whatever would be your ideal date, you know. If you had somebody show up and give you everything that you would like to experience, you know, on a day out, what would that look like? You know, buy yourself some flowers, treat yourself to some chocolates, like just make it really special and give it to yourself as a gift for committing to this, giving yourself this time to work on your self-care, get in touch with your intuition, you know, lean into what feels right for you, cut away, you know, the ties that have, you know, kept you bound up in other people's expectations or a feeling of obligation, and getting more aligned to what your truth is, what inspires you, what feeds you, what nurtures you, and what really brings your fire forward into the world so you can align with your passion, your purpose, and be the force of change in your life, so you can bring your life into that state of alignment. You know, it's really something to celebrate, because showing up is like, that's the big part of it, right? It's just showing up to do the work, and you showed up. You showed up. 40 days. It's huge. It's a big commitment. So I hope you will celebrate yourself, and I hope you'll treat yourself. Just treat yourself a little bit, you know. And let me know what you did. Let me know about your day. Let me know what you did for yourself, what kind of day you had. I only have certain elements, you know, in mind of what I want to do. And I do have a birthday coming up in October. So I might really like plan my date out around my birthday. We'll see. But, you know, just really make it very special. Make it special. And if you feel like sharing, I'd love to hear what you did. Okay. And please also let me know how has things been for you? How has it been for you? You know, where are you feeling you're at right now? What is the major thing that came forward for you? What have you learned through this experience? I would love to hear what you have to say. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll check in with you tomorrow.